Well, I think I was always been very curious about why we're doing certain things. So why are we designing this? Like, what's the point of it? I would like to spend my time on things that make sense and not just copy another product out. And I remember working in London at the dot-com boom. I worked in one of the first TV studios that was online, and it was called now.com. And I remember, as I just started designing that, I didn't really understand why we were designing this, because people at that moment had like a 56K modem, so the screen was this small, and I did my calculation how much we actually could earn with this service. But I knew as well that we were 500 people working in that company, so I didn't really understand like what our right of existence was at that moment. So I remember sending an email to the CEO, which has this ask me anything thing. It's like, why? I don't understand why we exist. And I remember he called me up and he mentioned to me well, why do you want to know? It's like, well, I would like to know why we exist and what our business model is, so I can design better, because if I don't know why I'm designing something, how do I know I'm making a good product? You have the curve. So if you don't adjust your product, it might be really successful now, but it won't be successful tomorrow. And in the end, the curve goes down, and it can go really slow. And there's a lot of companies and industries that move a little bit slower, where the value of innovation is not really right here, right now. It's like, maybe in 5 years, 10 years, you'll disappear. Your product will you have to discontinue it because it's not worth it anymore. So that's the reason why you need to keep on innovating, because in the end, your company or your product that you're working on will disappear and become obsolete. So if you don't innovate, you just not going to be there around in 5-10 years. And of course, trying out new ideas means that you take a risk, you stick out your neck. So sometimes in an organization that is positive or that's not positive. And sometimes you might be wrong. And actually most of the time you might be wrong. So some people like that, and they do it, it's in themselves to try it out. But some people just don't like it. But that taken that everyone can be innovative, and there's people that have personality that can handle uncertainty better than others. What you do have on an organizational level, you can promote innovation. So if trying out new things and experimenting is rewarded, your company will become more innovative. If trying out new things and experimenting actually get standing out and trying that out doesn't get rewarded, then people might try it one time. So you might try out coming up with a new idea, but then in the next time, no one wants to include you in your old job is gone, for example, if you've been working on something, then you might do it one time, but the second time you might think seriously, like, maybe I'm not going to stick out my neck anymore to try out something new. So it's definitely on a corporate level, on a company level, you need to promote trying out new things, reward that. And if you got that, then even the people that might be more hesitant to try out new things will try it at one time.